Welcome back to the FC25 Everton Career Mode. We got a rather surprise result yesterday, one that we were particularly pleased with, that put us at the time slightly higher than fifth. We were third in the Premier League. If we win our first game today away from home against 17th placed Luton Town, apologies Luton, then we'll be not only back up into third, but we'll be going second in the Premier League. We're having a rather unexpectedly wonderful start to the season. We sadly have lost Gift Orban again through injury, which is particularly frustrating. He's broken his toe now and is out for 3 months rather than just the 1 month he was out for previously. So that's annoying, but it is what it is. I could put Mbermo up top and then use Oscar Bob or Ndiaye out wide, and that might actually get a bit more out of Brian Mbermo. So I might lean towards doing that. I could also play Valise up top as well. He's on loan, of course. At this moment, though, I'm happy with the squad as it is right now. Dwight McNeil has grown to 80. I can't say as he's had a massive impact again so far this year, if we're completely honest, Dwight McNeil. Goal-wise, very much at the moment, reliant on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Lewis Ferguson's 2 goals came in the... Or 2 of Lewis Ferguson's 3 goals came in the Carabao Cup. The other one came in bloody friendly. Annoying that Gift is injured again because he's been, as we anticipated that he would be, very good. Really frustrating, but it is what it is, I guess. Where is Mr. McNeil? Where are you, Dwight? I don't think you've done anything so far, have you? No. Oh, 1 assist in a friendly. So far, he's done the square root of dick all in the Premier League, and that needs to change if you want to stay at the club, doesn't it, really, if we're honest, Dwight? We start with Luton today, and then we crack on with Tottenham, which will be a very big game, at home, and then Brentford away after that, where Mbermo will go back to his old patch and hopefully batter him. And we'll keep ourselves in the top 4. The board want Europa League football. Quite frankly, we are looking at Champions League football at the moment. Since his arrival at Manchester City, Pickford has basked in a run of exceptional form that leaves Everton fans questioning the decision to let him go. Quite frankly, we only let him go because it was City, not because we wanted to let him go. But if we have a look at team stats, I think he's been keeping Ederson out of the team. He has indeed, very much so. He's played 7 Premier League games. Ederson has only played 1 because Pickford's form has been so good. I say that, though. He has only kept 1 clean sheet. So he can't have been that good, could he? Surely. Not been that good. If we've only kept 1 clean sheet, where are City in the league? Oh, top. All right. Well, they're conceding goals, but they're also winning games, and that's the most important thing for them, isn't it? So Bob on the right and Mbermo up top is what we'll try for this one away from home at Kenilworth Road. As ever, of course, please do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to ensure you don't miss out on any further content. Of course, come and join me on stream and you can see every minute of every save that we record, whether that be this save, the Player Career Mode save, the Football Manager stuff, or the Formula 1 stuff. All that goes up on the second channel as well. Luton time. Right, the Hatters, 5 at the back for them. Back in the Premier League after relegation a couple of seasons ago in save. Kaminsky in goal for them. Jacob Brown and Carlton Morris lead the line, but Tom Lockyer with the captain's armband back playing first team football once more, which is wonderful to see. We shall hopefully, however, get ourselves a victory here today. We'll see what Brian Mbermo can do up top at striker. Can Dwight McNeil finally get a goal contribution this season? Not yet, anyway, because the defender's made a good tackle there. James Garner will deliver this. He's delivered it well, and Mikolenko's up. Oh, it's not far over, but it is over. Look for the ball round the corner for Calvert-Lewin to run onto. Try and get a turn in. Can we find Mbermo in there? No, good touch on it by Mpanzu. Paddy Ruddock Mpanzu, a player for Luton Town ever since they were in the conference. It's been remarkable for them. Brian Mbermo from range. On target, but pretty comfortable for Kaminsky, that. Into Mpanzu. Okay, come on then. If we can win it back off, that was a fair challenge, ref. We can win it back off them in scenarios like that, and then counter on them when they don't have all 5 defenders back, then hopefully they will be a little bit vulnerable to conceding a goal or 2 today, Luton. Obviously not had a great start to the season down in 17th. I've got 2 men over on the left-hand side. Oscar Bobby's on a brilliant run here. And Mbeumo's in the box and he's away from the defender. Brian Mbeumo, you expect to finish that, and he hasn't, unfortunately. On his right foot, he's hit the inside of the post on the far side of the goal. And it's come back out, and it didn't quite come into the path of Calvert-Lewin to turn home from the rebound, unfortunately. That's the closest either side have come so far. Campbell and Panzu. Okay, then. Offside, I think. Very well tucked away. I brought Ramsey out, and I thought, to be honest, he had the angle covered and had closed him down enough so that he couldn't squeeze it past him. He did, but thankfully he was the wrong side of the line when he was played in. We very nearly scored. Luton did have the ball in the back of the net, but somehow it's still 0-0. Bob turns well. I'll drill this to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Touch isn't great, but it's good enough. And Mbeumo. And I'm going to dart onto that left and bend it. Got to keep it down, Brian. Got to keep it down. You do wonder, whether, it was poor, whether they'll find the opportunity to counter on us and grab a goal. Already done it once. They might do it twice here now. Ramsdale with the save, thankfully, in front of the travelling fans. Corner is going to be whipped in by Alan Campbell. It is a whip. It's going to meet a teammate too. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin is on the post to ensure it doesn't go in. Brilliant chance. Was it actually headed inside the post? No, was going wide, I think, off the left peg of DCL on the line. But got to make sure. Out. Oh, God. Oh, Ramsdale, what are you doing? Just pick it up. It's not like it's going very fast. Getting a little bit calamitous at the back here. And the ball keeps coming back. Calvert-Lewin again on the line. Again, I think that was perhaps going wide. They're going to go short this time. They are. And Panzu to Campbell. Into the block is Nakamba. It's well blocked. Counter. Here we go. Are you going to close me down? Yeah, okay, good. Oh, see you though. Go on. Oh, Hashioka just has enough strength. And Mbeumo had him worried there. Couldn't do it. Still, here come Luton. The two up top are really causing me problems. Might be a very defensive formation, but having those two strikers means that they're always a threat. And they are proving to be threatening. Calvert-Lewin quickly looking for McNeil. Drive inside. Go on, Dwight. Runners. 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 Dominic Calvert-Lewin in the box. Beats the defender. And Mbeumo's been trying his absolute best to get a goal so far in this game. Oh, but he still just can't quite get one. Maybe he's not cut out to be an out-and-out striker. Oh, come back here, Campbell, you. Brown, Morris. Still, Luton create chances. Still, nobody can score a goal. Bob. Mbeumo Bob. Mbeumo. What are you doing, Pelly? Bye. I mean, it has to be. He's nowhere near the ball. It's from behind. And toodaloo. It's just... the IQ numbers don't go low enough. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's O'Brien. Then in there to Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob whips it. Okay, that wasn't quite as threatening as I hoped it would be. Can we win this with Mr. Garner? We can. And Mbeumo. I'm desperate to score a goal with Brian Mbeumo. I really am. But at the minute, it just won't happen for me. Or him, as the case may be. Well in, Lewis Ferguson. And that's a lovely ball to Mbeumo. Can he maybe set one up instead? Looking for Calvert-Lewin. Under control. Turns. Calvert-Lewin probably should have gone for the pass. I tell you what. Let's move Mbeumo back out wide right. I'm sorry, Oscar. You have had a decent game. But let's bring NDI on up top. And maybe that will actually give us what we need in that final third. And Mbeumo only has a 2-star weak foot. And I don't think he's really, seemingly, unfortunately, cut out for that striking role. It was worth a go, because he did play well up there for Brentford. But for me, alongside Calvert-Lewin, it's just not quite working. Maybe if he played at left striker rather than right striker, it would make a difference. But I do like the idea of him kind of cutting in from a right-sided position to then shoot on his left. It hasn't really worked. Looking for Dominic Calvert-Lewin in behind. Kaminski's come. Can't get there. Oh, he's done well, though. But Calvert-Lewin will get to the header and will go and celebrate in front of those travelling fans. Sorry, Mr. Kaminski. He did really well with the first one. But is he going to... I thought he was going to... He's just done a backflip into the stand. It's a really good reaction save, but the leap from DCL there. Tom Lockyer didn't stand a chance. 2.3 metre vertical. Power header. Play style plus. Buried. Chong. Nakamba quickly forward, and Burma actually helped that move towards the Luton man. Go for a big switch here, looking for Fresneda, who's going to get forward, bring this down with a good first touch, I hope, which indeed he does. And look for Ndiaye in that gap. Oh, it might still fall for Italy, man. It has done. He's onside. Goodbye. It wasn't really as goodbye as I hoped it would be. And Burmo, drill it. And again, first time. It was second time. Dwight McNeil. Oh, Dwight, why are you so average? Jacobs now. I'm not sure if it's Jacobs or Jacobs. I'm not sure on his nationality, with it being a K in the surname. Chong, Alimau. We went for a power shot there, which was quite the decision to make. Ferguson out wide. DCL in that gap. Okay, that was the plan. Anyway, Ndiaye. Dwight McNeil again. You're a bit on your own here, Dwight. Support is arriving. Slowly. Illyman. Away from the defender. Away from the other defender. Oh! And was just about to try and turn inside Tom Lockyer to find another. McNeil will deliver. Can we get an assist from the corner for Dwight McNeil? No. We still get a goal, though. Doucouré. Oh, it's O'Brien. And Burmo. He's been desperate to get a goal today. But he still can't. Good save by Kaminski. We could have won this. But to be fair, Luton could have had a couple of goals as well. So, as I'm about to say, we could have won this by 3 or 4. It could have been a 3-3 or a 4-4 draw. How it's only 1-0 still is a bit of a surprise, to be honest. That is a dead ball, Brian! We'll leave you out wide, I think, rather than up top moving forward. It was an experiment, and Burmo at striker. One that was creative, but not fruitful, unfortunately. Boos from the home fans as they lose again. Just the lack of a goal-scoring touch, which thankfully we didn't lack. Although we did only get 1 when we had 13 efforts and they had 8. Could easily have been a 4-4 draw, that. We'll take the 1-0 win. Spurs have sold quite a few of their decent players in the midfield, but they do have a little bit of quality out wide left. An 87 rated Nico Williams is going to surely tear me apart with an 85 rated Kulusevski on the left hand, or the opposite side, on the right hand side, sorry. They've sold Bentancur, they've sold Pape Sarr, they've sold Yves Bissouma. It's only really Maddison and Højbjerg that remain at the club as first team quality central midfielders. Then they're down to Chavez, who's a free agent they signed, and Bergfall, who's like 72 rated. So there are some strange transfer decisions being made by clubs in career mode at the moment. I don't know whether it's specific to this save, whether you guys are finding your own saves encountering a similar, not necessarily issue, but a similar trajectory. I'm surprised to see some of the better players removed from squads. Liverpool obviously have let Alisson go, they've let Darwin Nunez go, they've let Curtis Jones go, and Gravenberch, etc. So teams seem to be very open to letting their better players leave for some reason. I don't really know why that is. I mean, it makes for a more interesting and more varied career mode, because you get players that you wouldn't expect to be in an 11, but it does raise an eyebrow. So I would be intrigued to know whether you guys have seen something similar in your own saves. So do let me know in the comment section if you could. I'd appreciate it. Madison with a through ball to Kulusevski, but thankfully O'Brien's in the way. Here's Nico, and then Branthwaite uses his physicality instead, and we will get rid of it. Not sure what Nico Williams begins at, actually, rating-wise, on 25, but obviously he is quite the player already, IRL, as per you saw in the Euros. And to see him at 87 already is not necessarily a surprise. Rephrase, not necessarily a shock, but it is a surprise to see him so highly rated after just 15 in-game months. But maybe he's like 85 at the beginning of a save, I don't know. Maddison's 85 rated now, and he's given Tottenham a 1-0 lead. Can we win that? We can. Can we win that? No. Luis Chavez steps in well. Oh, but Mbeumo used an arm annoyingly. Otherwise, I think I'd actually just lost possession again, but we had the chance. Solanke's not fouled there, ref. Don't buy it. Good lad. And Mbeumo spreads. And, well, Calvert-Lewin has room to get into. That is a terrible pass, Dwight! Come on, Dominic. Come on, Dominic. Oh, go on, Dominic. He's still going. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, Højbjerg has just enough. That was a battle of two very slow tanks. Dominic Calvert-Lewin versus Pierre-Emile Højbjerg for paces. Not the fastest race you've ever seen, but one that the Dane ran out the winner. Well in Mykolenko. 1-0 down. Tottenham do look slightly vulnerable on occasion, though, so we could be seeing ourselves score a goal in this. At the minute, though, I'm not sure we're going to be able to limit Tottenham to just the one, which is going to be the main issue. Fresneda got something on that. Solanke's done me with that footwork. Thank you. Wait, no. Ah, bollocks! Good save, Ramsdale. Pushed away, I think, rather than punched. Does have some strange technique sometimes, Aaron Ramsdale. That's one thing I've noticed. Makes the saves, but does it in a rather unorthodox way. Which, to be fair, is quite Aaron Ramsdale, actually, isn't it? I have to take my time, I think. They've just got too much pace and too much strength everywhere. You're offside, aren't you? Oh, no, he's on! Oh, I should have taken my time. I thought he was off, so I rushed it. Ah, bollocks! Oh, we go. Go on, Dom. Good header. Good save by Vicario. Okay, let's find Dominic Calvert-Lewin again, shall we? No, it's Dwight McNeil, maybe. It's not Dwight McNeil. Let me cross it, ref. Let me cross it. Garner. Oh, it's a good delivery too. It's bloody McNeil it's gone towards again. We're going to be 1-0 down at half-time. Tottenham have got a goal in the offing for us to take. We're not out of this. We're not out of it. Drill it to McNeil. Touch is good. Turn is good. And Dia's dropped into a nice little pocket of space there. We'll get away. And then look to spread it. And Mbeumo looking to get behind Destiny Udogie. He's done really well. Oh, Udogie's just too quick. You just don't expect a defender to accelerate into that gap the way that he has. Spurs are just too good. Here's Chavez. Oh, Ramsdale's done brilliantly, but I didn't expect the squared ball. Surely you anticipate that the... Oh, what a header, Dom Solanke. I anticipate the midfielder's just going to run on and shoot there. Fair enough. I said Tottenham had another goal in them, as well as us potentially having a goal in us, but I don't know whether we've got two against this back line. That's a very, very good header, though, from Dom Solanke. Works the space brilliantly, and quite frankly, it's just a top-quality goal. Oh, well, one back, though. By McNeil. Calvert-Lewin needs some space. Good save by Vicario. Taken Solanke off now. And brought on Santiago Jimenez. That came off Højbjerg, I think. It did indeed. Santiago Jimenez, 82 rated in this save at the moment. Oh, Vicario's desperate to come off his line, isn't he, and get to those. Get to that, Dwight, please. It's James Garner, not Dwight McNeil. Oh, it's Mykolenko. Calvert-Lewin from the edge of the box again. Probably a little bit ambitious, and then very nearly got himself sent off by lunging into the challenge. Now here comes Nico Williams. Go away. He got away from the defender, that's for sure. And the next one, but Fresneda bites back. Santiago, Kulusevski, Mykolenko in the way, and from nearly scoring, we nearly conceded again. I don't like playing Tottenham. I've decided I very much don't like playing Tottenham. And I'm driving into that space. Destiny Udogie thought I was going to go to Mbeumo. Then I didn't. Now I did. Two-star weak foot, better deliver a decent ball. It has, you know. Dwight McNeil with a header! He's offside. Ah, Dwight! Come on, mate. You can see all the way across the line. Why have you run there? What are you doing? I don't like Dwight McNeil. I'm sorry. I think he goes in January. He's just not very good. Unfortunately, it's going to be a defeat to Tottenham. They've just been too good. I just couldn't cope with them offensively. And defensively couldn't find a way through either. Fair play, Ange. Fair play. The first time this season where I've genuinely felt like we weren't up to the level that we needed to be to compete. So that it's not going to be a walk-through, definite top 4 season. Which, to be fair, we didn't expect. We have had an unexpected start to the season with it being as good as it has been. But at the moment, we should be able to bounce back against Brentford. They're absolutely a side that we fancy ourselves against. Still in 4th, but now 4 points off top. But quite frankly, at the minute, nobody's catching Manchester City, are they? Brentford with a 4-4-2, going head-to-head with our own. Of course, they don't have Brian and Burmo anymore, but they do have Hugo Duro up top, alongside Igor Thiago Rodriguez. Back was on one wing, Johan Wissa on the other. 4-4-2 for Brentford is not that easy to play against. 4-4-2 usually is not necessarily a formation I've actually really ever had that much success with at the top level. We used to play 4-4-2 in the lower leagues in RTGs, and then when we got to this sort of level, it just didn't really tend to work anymore. We needed a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 to really get the most out of any given squad. But quite frankly, the 4-4-2 is working wonders for me here at Everton, and I'm not sure what to do in the lower leagues when we start the RTG in League 2. It might be a 4-4-2 all year in every save if it's as effective this year as it has been in this save. I feel like I'm better with this 4-4-2 with lower quality players at Everton than I was with the 4-2-3-1 with higher quality players at Manchester United. And Burmo on the left on this occasion delivers the ball in. Calvert-Lewin with a good header, but it's over the bar. And Burmo left. Oscar Bob on the right for this one. Dwight McNeil dropped after a poor performance. Or a string of poor performances. DCL, at your feet. Bend it. Oh, good save, Fleck, and that'll go for a corner. It won't go for a corner. I should have chased it. Decent chance. Would have preferred that Dominic got himself in the box after laying it out wide. Didn't really do the old give and go there, but never mind. As always, next time. Well in. Next time might come sooner than you think. NDI looking for Dominic in behind. He's just not quite got the legs. I would like someone that is his sort of physicality, his sort of build, but is about 15 stats faster, at least. Ferguson driving into the heart of the Brentford defensive line and getting unceremoniously pumped out of the heart of the Brentford defensive line. And we'll look to whip it. And Calvert-Lewin could be in here. Oh, it's brilliantly defended by whoever it was in red and white. Garner. Garner's going. Garner's still going. James Garner all the way! Vandenberg in the way. Now will take the corner himself, Jimmy. And Mikolenko seemingly seems to be the go-to guy on the end of corners at the moment. Don't really know why. Looking to cut that back. It's bloody Jake O'Brien. Not exactly the man I want. And Burmo, lovely ball to him. Into the box. Drill it across. Just too many defenders in between me and the goal. Garner will try again. It's Mikolenko again. It's Vandenberg. I don't have Mikolenko set as my target man. I'm sure I don't. Pretty sure it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. No, for some reason, he is the target man. Why, oh why has it done that? Well, let's try and play the corner into the same area then. And hopefully this time, Dominic Calvert-Lewin will get the end of it. No, now it's Fresneda. For Christ's sake, Ndiaye can't win that header. Bob should get to this first, and has done. Mikolenko under control, loses out to Maslow. And now we're on the back foot here, as Back was getting forward. Lewis Ferguson does just enough. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time here. A really difficult game so far. I've not felt that threatened in this third of the pitch, but... Oh, I don't know why he's played the ball back there, when he really was in. They've missed the target. It will be 0-0 at half-time, but maybe they should have been 1-0 up. Fresneda and Bob quickly to Ndiaye. He's going to spin well. Oh, and he's in. Iliman Ndiaye in the box. Iliman Ndiaye on the score sheet. It's taken a while in coming, the first goal of the game. But Iliman Ndiaye, who, to be fair, I was considering changing from the false 9 role that he's been in, because he doesn't quite get forward readily enough at times. But he can't get much further forward there, can he? He's bagged it right on the edge of the 6-yard box, bursting into the gap between fullback and centre-back and slamming it home. Oh, the Ev. Would be not a bad shout for a squad centre-back, you know, for next season, Ethan Pinnock. If we are able to keep the run of form going and get European football next year, we're definitely going to need more squad depth. It's going to be a case of... Oh, now my defence has opened up. Good save, Ramsdale. Next season, if we do get European football, it's going to be a case of not necessarily selling to buy like we did in the... Oh, we get lucky with an offside. Not necessarily selling to buy like we did this year, but just adding to what we've currently got. Whether that be with permanents or loans, we're probably going to need just sheer numbers next season for European football. If, like I say, we're able to get it over the line. Bob will deliver this, and Pinnock will get there. And Di brings it down. There's Carlos Soler. Now there's another gap opening up in their defensive line, but this time the defender does get a toe in. 20 to go here. It's certainly not one yet, that's for sure. Hangs in the balance, this one, but at least we have the advantage to lean on. Nicely into Jensen. He's got to be off. He is. Hugo Duro squares it to Igor, but the one time they get in behind my defensive line, and the only way they were able to do it, was illegally by being too far beyond the defensive line. That is not an easy 1-0 win, but relatively straightforward. Sorry, Mr. Frank, but thank you for giving us Brian and Burmo. Not that... I will be honest, actually. Brian and Burmo is definitely better than Dwight McNeil, but I'm not necessarily getting as much out of Burmo as I anticipated that I would do. And I wonder whether that is because of the 4-4-2 and players being slightly deeper. We did notice that I struggled to get numbers from wide players at Manchester United as well. Speaking of, we have them next. Now, how long is Lewis Ferguson out for? 4 weeks with a sprained knee is not ideal, but we do have the quality to deal with that. I wanted to have a look at Brian and Burmo's return. 1 goal, 1 assist. The 1 goal came in the Carabao Cup. The 1 assist came in friendlies. So 9 Premier League games from Burmo, and he's not necessarily offering any more than Dwight McNeil at the moment. He is much better in possession. I feel much happier with him in the ball. He's involved more in the play in a positive aspect, but maybe I'm just not getting enough out of my wide men. And Ndiaye with 2 goals, 2 assists. Cavalier with 4 goals, 2 assists. We're not scoring a lot. We're not conceding a lot, but we're not scoring a lot either, are we really? Soler will be the man to come in for the injured Ferguson. So we'll make that change moving forward, but we'll do that in the next episode or between now and the next one. Whilst we show you the league table, a league table that shows Everton in 2nd place in the Premier League. You didn't see that coming at the beginning of the season, did you? Neither did we, if we're honest. Manchester City lead the way. They've lost the 2nd game now, though. That must have been at the end of the month, because they were played 8, won 7. They lost away from home at West Ham in that last round of fixtures. So we're 1 point off top of the bloody table. Also only 2 points from 5th. So it's still very tight. Arsenal could go from 5th to 1st in one match weekend if they were able to get the right results go their way. In the next month of... That's not what we wanted, Ches. It says my career. I was looking for a C for calendar. There we go. In the next month, we have Man United, Forest, Fulham and Villa. Definitely more points on the board for us there, aren't there? Remember when we played Manchester United last year at Old Trafford and we lost by 6 goals to 1? I think we've come a long way since then. I don't anticipate us losing by that level of scoreline this time around against Manchester United. But we'll find out in the next one. That next one, of course, will come to you on Monday, as it's the weekend upcoming. I am live on stream on Sunday, so do join me. I'll probably be recording Monday's episode on Sunday. But for now, here on the YouTube channel, that's all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your weekend. Hope Camus get a victory on Saturday, and I'll see you on Monday.